Witch and the babysitting spell. The characters in this story is Titchy Witch, Victor, Eric, Wendell, Weenie Witch, Witchy Witch and Catabogus. Titchy Witch was in a very bad mood. Mum and Dad were getting ready to go out without her. They were off to a witches and wizards spell sharing party. It was the first time they had been out alone together since Weenie Witch was born. Titchy Witch wanted to go too, but she had to stay at home with the Catabogus, who was far too bossy for her liking. Catabogus wasn't exactly looking forward to a little witch sitting either. Weenie Witch was no trouble at all. She would soon be fast asleep. Titchy Witch was wide awake and Trouble was her middle name. Titchy Witch had to find a way to keep Mum and Dad at home. First she hid Mum's hat up the chimney. Then she dropped Dad's shoes down the toilet. Finally she gave the baby chickenpox all over. When none of these things worked, Titchy Witch pretended to have a tummy ache. So Catabogus brought out his special medicine. It tasted disgusting. Yuck, no thanks. Magically, Titchy Witch's tummy ache seemed to disappear. At last it was time to wave Mum and Dad goodbye. Be a good little witch till we get home, they told her. Catabogus didn't think that was very likely. Even when he made Titchy Witch's favourite supper, beetle burgers with a bat's blood ketchup, Titchy Witch refused to eat it. She went off to her room in a bad mood. I know what I need, she told Dido. A bring Mum and Dad home spell. This will be a diddle-doddle. Uh-oh. Broomstick malfunction, lost keys and hats, freak storms and swarms of vampire bats, spots and bumps and itches, aches, bites and pains bring Mum and Dad back home again. It sounded like a pretty angry spell and a scary one. It was so scary that Titchy Witch rushed to lock it in the cupboard, but little bits of it escaped and flew out of the window. Titchy Witch went and hid under her bed, but the spell was rattling the cupboard door, trying to get out. She ran downstairs to escape from it. Titchy Witch begged Catabogus to play endless games of disappearing dragons and exploding snap with her. Just one more, and even after that she still didn't want to go to bed. She was thinking of that scary spell rattling her cupboard door. Soon it was too late. Titchy Witch couldn't keep her little eyes open anymore, so Catabogus carried her up to bed. Suddenly Titchy Witch was wide awake again, asking for one last haunted story and an extra cup of unicorn's milk and yet another wee. Catabogus knew something was wrong. The cat came and sat on her bed. What is really going on? He asked Titchy Witch. Titchy Witch pointed to the cupboard doors. When Catabogus looked inside, he shook his head. He wondered what this little witch would ever learn not to meddle with magic. The cat soon got rid of that scary spell with a few magic words of his own. Hocus pocus alakazam, hop it spell, be gone, go scram. Then he made a special sweet dream spell full of Titchy Witch's favourite things. In fact, everything a little witch would ever wish for. Surprise presents, cuddle with Dido, doing swirls on a broomstick, and lots of chocolate grobblies. Just as Titchy Witch was drifting off to sleep, Mum and Dad arrived home early. They'd had a bit of trouble with the broomstick and a few pesky bats. Anyway, we were missing you and Weenie Witch too much, said Mum, giving her a kiss. Titchy Witch went off to sleep, a very happy little witch. And that's the end of our story. Bye-bye for now. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.